According to United Nations, with the expanding world population, the demand for food will rise 70% by 2050. This calls for a massive expansion of agribusiness, a major industry in the world economy.
Our country Brazil has continental dimensions, and it is the world's third largest agricultural producer and exporter, making a huge impact on the global market. And currently, it's one of the planet's breadbaskets. Here, agribusiness is responsible for 1/4 of the GDP, creating countless jobs. Brazil produces enough food to feed 20% of the global population, and we are expected to contribute to 40% of the future food demand surge.
But what are the challenges?
The United Nations estimates that annually, throughout the globe, more than 1.3 tons of food go to waste after harvest. This could feed the entire population of Brazil for over 6 years. Such a waste also consumes production water equivalent to the flow of the longest river in Europe, the Volga, emitting more than 3 million tons of greenhouse gases.
As an example, our region, Alto Paranaíba, is one of the biggest carrot producers in Brazil. And currently, harvest production waste is equivalent to the size of 10,000 soccer fields.
This sparked the flame in us that drove us to seek innovative and sustainable solutions to balance larger crop production with less social and environmental impacts. We focused on the challenge to solve the issue of carrot production waste and led us to develop a project called Raízes, or translated Roots, that is structured around reverse logistics, transforming the production waste into a cattle feed supplement.
This method supports greater milk production, more efficient cattle reproduction, and it also guarantees a higher quality of cattle nutrition, free of chemicals and hormonal additives. In 2020, we carried out our first lab prototype that turned 1 ton of carrots that would have gone to waste into 220 pounds of cattle supplement, an innovation that fulfills the demand to prevent waste. We presented our project idea to Chimadas, one of the largest carrot producers in Brazil, validating our MVP concept.
Nós apoiamos totalmente o projeto Raízes porque o desperdício de alimento é muito grande no campo devido a essa questão do mercado absorver somente o produto com as características físicas perfeitas, né?
We are now upscaling our production with outsourcing companies using industrial machinery and specialized workers. With an investment of over $24,000, our reverse logistics allows for a daily production of half ton of carrot supplement.
Our business model is constantly being adjusted and revised as we dive deeper into the market, searching for new methodologies and approaches. We discovered that the agricultural producers usually buy supplements through local organizations, which signaled to us that with a B2B model, we could reach more than 6,000 associated farmers just within our region, and a projected profit of almost $1.5 million. Based on this market research, we project a 2-year payback on the initial investment of $40,000.
The impact will be more as we provide supplements for other types of farm animals and from other types of production waste. In 2021, the formula will be tested with poultry, as beta-carotene plays a significant role in the color of egg yolks, also helping with the growth and development of birds' bones and fertility. We also plan to introduce beetroot waste in a new formula.
Our project, Raízes, has formed partnerships by being selected by a pre-incubator and also by 3 accelerator investors, being one of them the largest business accelerator in Latin America.
Raízes brings to the market a unique innovation with a potential to reduce the emission of 300 tons of greenhouse gases, prevent the waste of 6 billion gallons of water, and at the same time giving small producers access to a product that improves milk production and brings more innovation to cattle raising.
Estamos aí na luta, mexendo com esquerdinho ali, tirando leitinho, já faz uns 40 anos que eu tiro leite. mexo com queijo.
This is Mr. Pereira. As a productive and active farmer in his community, he could benefit from many of our projects, including Raízes. However, today, he's the leading character of another Enactus Brazil story.
Cheese is a culture and tradition in the whole world. It means connecting to something authentic, something close to home.
Here in Brazil, 99% of homemade cheeses on families' tables are produced irregularly, with no food safety or guarantees. Contaminated cheeses can cause several diseases: nausea, diarrhea, intense vomiting, exhaustion, and those may lead to more serious illnesses.
Interditou 7 queijarias no estado de Sergipe. Os locais apresentavam condições insalubres que geram riscos à população ao consumir os queijos.
This is the reality that we face every single day. Our way to produce cheese has become a cultural asset. 195,000 tons of cheese are homemade in Brazil. This product is a source of income to more than 170,000 families in the country. However, producing and selling this delicacy is not a simple endeavor.
Cheesemakers must follow the entire production process very closely and comply with the sanitary agents' strict regulations, which guarantee the legality and the safety of their product. In order for the cheese to be distributed throughout the country, they must obtain a registration seal, but less than 1% of them have it. This low number, unfortunately, is due to a complex bureaucracy and a high registration cost.
Literacy and complexity of the legal language are the first things that keeps them in the shadows. Most cheesemakers in Brazil haven't even finished elementary education. Most of them lack financial means to obtain the certification, which entails so much bureaucracy that the ones who manage to get it can take up to 9 years. This results in producers selling to middlemen who pay very low prices and exploit them by taking away their identity, cheapening the origin of this unique product and adding, unfortunately, to a long-standing culture of erasing the small farmer.
Project Q seeks to recognize the social and economic needs of these cheesemakers through consulting that accelerates and facilitates the certification process, aiming at boosting the family and legacy entrepreneurship, bringing innovation and technology to cheese production, guaranteeing greater food safety at the consumer's table. Mr. Pereira was the first producer to benefit from our methodology. We were able to make his dream of producing and selling legally come true. We were also able to decrease registration costs by 17% and speed up the process by 6 years. We're proud and elated to say that we supported building his cheese factory, increasing his sales by over 60%, and now having the final product being sold for double its original price.
Acho que vai ser só melhorar, né? Já tá bom, acho que vai ficar melhor, né? Porque a gente pode até pensar na exportação, que muita gente já ligou aqui, pensando que pode exportar. Esperar o melhor para frente.
We're also working with other local producers that together bring over 14 tons of cheese to almost 16,000 Brazilian tables, generating close to $50,000 in revenue.
With the pandemic, we saw an opportunity to make an even greater impact in this market. We modify our strategies to manage the process remotely by developing an app called CertificQ. The app was designed around the needs of these producers, and it's divided in 6 parts that advise the cheesemaker from milk extraction to sales. Business, app, client. That's the triangle that holds our business model together. It's B2B when connecting cheesemakers to stakeholders, and it's B2C for all their other services.
In the cycle, great companies have played an important part in our achievements.
In the last cycle, they decided to digitalize the consultants program with the Projeto Q app. This decision took the team out of the comfort zone because none of them had a background in product development. But they were quite savvy, looking for partnerships and boot camps to develop the team with the skills needed to deliver a digital product. This decision will leverage the solution, allowing a larger number of dairy ranchers to have access to quality technical assistance.
We have already validated our remote methodology with producers in 3 different states. We also presented our methodology to a city council in our region, establishing a partnership to accelerate another 60 producers.
More than that, we are now making technologies real for our producers, connecting the university and the community. One of these initiatives is a maturation resin, 100% Brazilian. Resins increase product quality and value, but the ones available in the market are imported and expensive, costing an average of $28. And this is a price that small farmers cannot afford. That's the reason why our team is developing different resin formulas that accentuate aspects of Brazilian cuisine, such as annatto and cassava.
Project Q drives innovation, generating impacts in the cheesemaker's lives, recognize and value their stories that must be told and taken to the tables of all Brazilians.
Depois que entrou os meninos do Enactus, o grupo do Enactus, aí mudou muito, melhorou as vendas, tudo enquanto há. Mudou de vida, construiu a casinha, ficou tudo. Antes era tudo diferente, né? Hoje está mais moderno, né?
We believe in the innovation power of our actions. In these 4 cycle projects, we have reached 9 SDG that impacted the lives of more than 60,000 people, generating over $80,000 in income to the community.
We make dreams come true by contributing to environmental sustainability, fostering economic development, and changing effectively the story of all these people.